Their screens will freeze, apps will crash, or in some cases their cameras will turn on without warning. Could this be connected to the so-called John Pork virus? You are not safe from Lola Pork. I'm talking about John Pork's sister, and she's very dangerous. People who search her name up or even look up anything about John Pork have been getting very threatening calls at 3 a.m. I'm not joking. And bros, these calls are no harmless pranks. They're chilling, personal, and downright terrifying. When she calls you, she makes you regret ever investigating the Pork family name. Welcome back, everyone. If you're here, it's probably because you saw my last video about John Pork, the kind-hearted pig who captured the internet's attention and met a tragic end at the hands of Tim Cheese. But today we're talking about his sister, Lola Pork, and let me tell you, she's on a whole nother level of terrifying. You thought John's story was strange? Wait until you hear about what Lola's been up to. Let's start with the basics. Who is Lola Pork? On the surface, she's John's sister, a protective and aggressive figure who doesn't take kindly to people poking around her family's business. But there's something deeper going on here. People who search her name up or even mention John Pork online have reportedly been receiving mysterious phone calls from an unknown number at 3 a.m. The calls that come in usually come in at the dead of night. This is a very mysterious hour to be calling in any case, but it gets crazier. When they answer, it's Lola herself threatening them in ways that will send chills down your spine. I heard from a few viewers that experienced this firsthand after watching my last video on John Pork. One person told me they Googled Lola Pork out of curiosity only to get a call minutes later. The voice on the other end said their name and warned them to stop digging into her family. She said they would regret it if they didn't. Another viewer said they got a call while they were asleep. When they picked it up, Lola told them humans are just food for us. What does that even mean? Is she being metaphorical here, or is there something darker at play? And it does not stop with the phone calls. Some people have reported strange glitches on their devices after interacting with anything related to Lola or John Pork online. Their screens will freeze, apps will crash, or in some cases their cameras will turn on without warning. Could this be connected to the so-called John Pork virus? If you haven't heard of it yet, let me explain. The John Pork virus is rumored to be a piece of rogue technology that allows individuals like Lola or just very devious individuals in general to spy through people's devices. But it might become more than just surveillance. Some say the virus can manipulate devices remotely, turning them into tools for whoever controls it. If this virus is real, and I'm starting to believe it might be, it would explain how Lola knows exactly when people are searching for her name or asking questions about her brother online. It would also explain why so many people have reported feeling like they're being watched after receiving one of her calls. But here's where things get even creepier. There are rumors that Lola isn't just spying on us, and she might be using these calls to gather information for something bigger. Let's talk about her connection to John Pork for a moment. After his death at the hands of Tim Cheese, a story covered in my last video, Lola has become more aggressive than ever. Some people believe she's hunting Tim Cheese down to avenge her brother, but others think she might have had a hand in his murder herself. I know, this sounds crazy, but hear me out. Why would Lola be so protective of John if she wasn't hiding something? What if she knew herself that Tim Cheese was going to kill him and let it happen? Or worse, what if she helped him? There's also a possibility that Lola is trying to bring John back using some kind of dark magic or technology. Some fans believe she's working behind the scenes to resurrect him ever since his death was announced earlier this year. If that's true, then these calls might not just be threats. They could be a part of a larger plan to gather whatever she needs to bring him back. But let me tell you what really keeps me up at night. The possibility that Lola isn't a pig at all. Think about it. Her threats, her obsession with humans being food, her ability to track us without any explanation. What if Lola is a part of something bigger, a group of beings that aren't just like us? Not like us at all. And what if John is one of them too? There are so many unanswered questions. Why does Lola seem so fixated on protecting John? What happened between them before his death? And what does Marvin Beak have to do with all of this? If you don't know who Marvin Beak is yet, let me fill you in. He's another figure who is connected to the whole mess. He's a shady figure who might know more about John and Lola than anyone else. Some people think Marvin Beak and Agent 5.5, the mysterious investigator who's been popping up recently, might team up with Lola to take down Tim Cheese once and for all. But others think Marvin and Agent 5.5 are actually working against her, that they're trying to stop whatever plan she might have before it's too late. And speaking of plans, what is Lola planning? Because let me tell you, this isn't just about revenge anymore. The way she talks in those calls, the way she threatens people, it feels like she's building up to something bigger than any of us could ever imagine. Well, this has been absolutely terrifying for me. If you receive any calls from Lola Pork after this video, please do not answer. I beg you, do not answer, especially if they come at 3 a.m. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, bros. If you did, go ahead and squeak like, cheese scribe, and remember to keep squeaking your truth. Squeak!